Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Quill Quickcard, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. It is time for another support conversation episode. Let's start with the lovely Petra, Queen of Brigid.
This war is going on and on. Do you think we will ever have sight of the end?
Not so long as our leaders are as stupid as they have demonstrated.
We've still got a long way to go.
I do not have agreement, but I am understanding of how you feel.
Really? You think it's almost over?
When the war is finished, what are you wishing to do?
That's a pretty big question.
Honestly, hopefully I've been being paid enough that I will, just retire.
If you have the desire, you could come to Brigid with me.
Petra, are you hitting on me?
Seriously? I thought you were just pulling my leg about that.
Quill, have you not yet figured out that you are
also, I am speaking
just incredibly desirable to everyone?
After losing the war with the Empire, Brigid was forced into becoming a vassal state. But this war is giving Brigid the chance to stand on equal feet again. We will be opening our borders to Fodlan. The exchanges between us will flourish.
That's quite ambitious, Your Majesty.
I'm needing a person I can trust to give me help with this.
Have you considered Dorothea?
Please, accept my apologies if the offer was given with too much suddenness.
No, it's not that. I was just taking a moment to admire you.
See, saying things like that is why everybody in this camp is falling in love with you.
We're tearing each other apart on a daily basis.
Well, not Lawrence.
People like you and
Lawrence
are already thinking
has
what
actually
next.
pretty much
Had a
never
plan for
expressed any interest in me romantically.
You're every bit the ruler they are.
Probably because I'm a commoner of unknown origin.
I am different. I am the Queen of Brigid.
Indeed you are.
We are the proud Isles, placed upon the sea by the spirits, who are watching over us to this day.
It was quite hot out today. I'm just
Our
gulping
future
down
is
a
the
bunch of
brightness
cold
of the
water.
sun. I am hoping you will be at my side.
Hope
as
you
we
don't
shape
mind.
it.
It's quite important. I'm gonna be vague. I don't know if I want to move out of the country.
Look, to be honest, I've never really given this kind of thing any thought before. Although, I admit, it sounds like a good fit. I've got nothing tying me down. No family, no titles, no property to speak of.
Yeah, why haven't you taken a land
I am not
parcel in
asking
exchange for your
answer in this
services?
moment. I know your sword is sold right now. But when this war is over, I hope the making of a decision is at the top of your to-be-doing list.
Petra,
that is why I am approaching you so early.
you are very sweet.
Because I am very, very sneaky.
Fair enough.
I would actually be interested to see more
And I don't
precise
blame you for trying to sneak ahead of
translations
the competition.
of her
Honestly, I'm
Japanese
kinda flattered.
dialogue. I'm curious in what manner her speech
Let's all make
presented
it through this
itself
war
in a different
unscathed
language.
And decide what comes next together.
I think they did a good job of localizing it, showing someone who has decent but not entirely fluent command of the language. Alright, who is next? Ash. I know almost nothing about Ash, if I'm being completely honest. Every time I hear that music, it makes me think of Skyloft from Skyward Sword.
Hey, Ash. Not much. Just perusing this tactics book. Have you read it before?
I sure have. It was popular in Leicester a few years back, if I remember right.
Oh, was it?
I picked it up myself back at the monastery, but it was so dense it took me ages to finish.
It's a pretty tough one, I'll give you that. But there's some great stuff in here, too, if you can get past the writing.
Hold on. You were born in a remote mountain village in Ordelia territory, right?
Yeah. What's your point?
I guess I'm just impressed you can handle such an obtuse book, given your upbringing. I mean, nobles and the children of rich families are taught to read by default, but most commoners never get the opportunity.
That's actually a fair
Honestly,
observation.
I've been wondering who taught you ever
Although,
since our time at the academy.
to be fair, the way you
Poetic
phrased it was a
affinity.
bit off.
I'm just curious.
It's fine. I learned from my mom. Adoptive mom, that is. Looking back on it now, it is kind of weird that someone as smart as her was off living in the middle of nowhere like that.
Yeah, just accept that your mom had a dark past.
Sure, she must have had a reason for being there.
Hard to say. She never liked talking about it.
More likely
So I
she
don't
had a
know much
reason
beyond what I saw for
not to
myself.
be other places, if I had to
Very least,
guess.
it's obvious she was well educated. That's clear just from looking at you.
Well,
Not only
thank
can
you.
you read and write, but you know arithmetic and how to navigate with a map, too. In that sense, you're not so different from the average noble or knight raised in the lap of luxury.
You know what? I know you're not doing the best job expressing this, but I completely understand that
You
you're
really
being
think?
complimentary.
Yeesh, you're gonna make a gal blush.
Do
I
it,
have my
Quill!
mom to thank
You
for
are
raising me so
adorable
well,
when you
though.
blush.
Yeah, she must have been an incredible woman.
I am just now realizing I could have just
I
named
didn't
my
know how
character
to read
Bob
myself
and have her
until I
punch
met
people to
Lenovo.
death with fists the entire game.
Huh. Now that you mention it, I never really saw the
But
other mercs in my company.
why would
with
I want to
book
be
in their
tied down?
hands.
I've had so much
Except
fun
for the
trying
captain,
different
of course.
things.
Makes me wonder where my mom learned all that. But it's not like I can ask her now. She's gone.
If you put your chin down too fast, do you stab yourself on your little pendant thingy? It looks sharp. And now we have a conversation with my favorite, Dorothea.
An opera company smack dab in the middle of the imperial capital, huh? I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like.
A good opportunity to
I mean,
prowl
I've
for
been
future
all over the
husbands.
place for my mercenary work, but it's mostly just been for small-time rural lords and the like. Honestly, I'd never even met anyone from the big cities like Enbar or Ferdiad before coming to Garreg Mach.
Really?
You know, shows in the capital are about 1,000 times flashier than the little town festival shows you might be used to.
I wouldn't doubt it. You
Every
can afford
important
special
moment of
effects.
The drama is conveyed through elaborate song, and at the center of the musical ensemble stands its star, the diva.
I think I get the idea. These divas sound pretty incredible. They probably get stage names and everything if they're that important, huh?
Probably.
But of course, I was known as the mystical songstress.
You look so
Hey,
good in
that's
that
pretty
color.
good. There always has been this kind of indescribable aura surrounding you.
Thanks, but I have mixed feelings about the name myself. They called me that because of how suddenly a street orphan like me was discovered and debuted.
You were an orphan?
Yeah,
Really?
I see how there could be some complicated feelings wrapped up in that. But if you were
Aw.
able to rise from that to diva, you must have the chops to back it up. Not that I can even picture what that would sound like. Hey, do you think you could sing something for me?
Since you asked so nicely, but I'm only doing it this once, okay? How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard
Oh my.
upon the land aflame, when the sacred blade it split the sky until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance, will you heed the call? On the red fields of revenge, will you help avenge? We must fight strong and stand tall. Well, what did you think?
I,
There was- Yeah.
honestly impressed.
What? You didn't like it? Not quite the booming applause I'm used to.
I didn't quite get it though.
Oh no, it was incredible, honest. It's just, I'm not really sure I got it, you know?
Opera can be
I mean,
very
the only songs I know are the
obtuse.
ones sung by mercs in taverns or village girls as they tend the fields. You're kinda in a different league, Dorothea. Sorry I can't really give you much more than that.
No, I understand. Opera can be difficult to get
This
to.
sort of thing happens more often than you think.
Well, as long as you're not mad. If you don't mind, though, maybe you could try again for me sometime? I'd really like to hear you sing some more. And hey, I might even get better at telling you what I thought.
Sure. I suppose I can give you one more chance.
Alright, go for it. Alright, that's everything for Quill. Hilda has some talking to do. Yeah, there's just a lot of people who have a lot of things to say. So, Hilda and Leonie's B-rank support.
I don't know about this. Did I use too much? I don't not like it, but I'm also not sure it smells good, exactly.
Oh, that's right. Hilda wanted
Leonie, what are you...
to pretty her up.
Wait. Oh, you wore the oil! You smell so good! Mm.
Does she?
It's amazing you noticed so quickly. Still, it smells different from the one you were wearing the other day. Did I do it right? Oh, for sure. And yeah, that's a scent I whipped up specifically for you.
Why?
I could have just given you one of mine. But I knew there was a scent out there that would suit you perfectly. So I tried all sorts of different things to make the perfect Eau de Leone. That's for you and only you. It's the only one like it in the entire world.
That's really kind of you.
That feels so... fancy. And while I appreciate all the trouble you went through to make it, I still don't think it's for me. I'm sorry. I feel so bad about all of this. Oh, don't worry about it.
We could refine it.
I mean,
with scents that you
it's
do
the
like.
only one like it in the world, but it's not actually valuable or anything. I just wanted to put my heart into making something specifically for you. I think you're really special. So, I wanted you to have something special.
Hilda, you are so sweet. I love everyone in my army.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like I'm proposing to you or something. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Well, in that case, maybe I'll just wear it on special occasions.
Yeah, why not?
That would be great. Oh, hey, there's actually something I've been wanting to try with my oils. Think you could help me out? I can't very well say no after all that.
Rub this on my back.
Okay, so here's the plan. First, you and I each wear a different scent at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Then, when we're out together, they'll mix and create an even better scent.
That's actually quite plausible.
That's actually a pretty clever idea, Hilda. I know, right? Then again, I'm not sure how I feel about the idea of our scents intermingling.
She's got a blush.
Then just don't think about it.
We-
That's all I can think about now, and it definitely feels...
Oh, yeah, now that you've phrased it that way,
That's the word.
that's just kind of bizarre.
Well, now I feel weird.
That sucks. I think mint and
But
tree
you're
oil
still
mingle
gonna help me out,
perfectly.
right? You know what? Sure. I'm kind of curious to see how all this plays out.
Mint and tree oil. Alright, who is next? We've got Ignats and Marianne. Their B-rank support. And let's see how two of my more shy members are doing.
Good evening, Marianne. What are you up to?
I found this in the mess hall.
Oh?
Oh, that's...
It was at your seat, so I wondered if it maybe belonged to you, or if...
Actually, it is mine. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very good painting, is it? I mean, the use of color and composition are all wrong.
Oh, I think it's wonderful. The Pegasus looks as though she's about to take flight at any moment.
You really think so? Well, that's good to hear.
So, did you paint this, Ignats?
What? I guess you found me out.
The brushstrokes are soft, yet it has a true sense of movement. I think it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Marianne. You are
I
so
was hoping to
sweet.
combine the Pegasus' gentle nature and powerful wings in a single image. This was more of a test, to see what poses and focal points would be most effective for... Oh, I'm sorry. I got a bit carried away there.
Ignats, you are a wonderful guy, and you
It's
don't need to
alright.
worry about a
No,
thing.
I honestly had no idea you like Pegasi so much. They don't allow men to ride them, so I don't tend to hear too much praise for them.
My
They're so
assumption has
kind
always been that
and
they
so
don't let
powerful
men
when they
ride them
fly.
because they
truly are
can't
the most magnificent
carry as much
creatures.
weight as a wyvern.
You seem to like them just as much as I do, Marianne.
But now that I'm reflecting
seen your style
on
like
the
this
way
before.
that Marianne said that,
Oh,
maybe it really is just more of
I wasn't,
a cultural thing than anything else.
I'm
Because
just as bashful about it as you are.
you can definitely put
Say,
bigger women
here's
on a
an idea.
Pegasus.
Would you mind if
I
I
mean,
watched
that's
you
just a
spend some
thing you
time
can
with a
do in
Pegasus?
these games, and it doesn't seem to be any
I
issue.
promise to keep a good distance so as not to put it in too much of a sour mood.
I certainly don't mind, but
I don't know.
why?
Maybe.
Well, if I ever want to paint one that I'm happy with, I need to observe it up close. Or as close as it will let me get, at any rate.
Ah.
Oh, what a wonderful
Maybe it's
idea.
actually just the animals themselves. Maybe
To be honest,
Pegasi
I
simply
present
have a
myself to the
preference
idea
for
that a male painter
females.
could never do one justice.
Ah.
Hearing your kind words has given me
That
the
actually
courage to try my
seems to
hand
be
at it
from
again.
this conversation exactly what it is. It
So,
seems that the
thank
Pegasi
you for that.
themselves
I'm happy
really
to help.
only favor women.
Truly I am.
Okay. How are they with kids? Are we operating on unicorn logic here, where, like, you just have to be pure? Or do we have something else going on here? God knows I can put some of my less pure women on top of Pegasi, so that's not it, but... Shamir, who do you want to talk to? You want to talk to Balthus, really?
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you miss.
Balthus, you've been training a lot lately.
I can't have people thinking that all I'm good for is getting drunk and begging for gold, yeah?
The problem will go away if you stop doing those things.
Yes,
You
exactly.
sure don't hold back, pal. Your words pierce my heart as sure as if you'd shot them from your bow.
Could have fooled me.
Hey, I was being serious. My heart's got more holes than an old pair of boots. But it only adds to the allure if I don't let that show, yeah?
Well, I can't argue with that, assuming it's true.
You are a very
Looks like
strange
you're finally
pair.
starting to see my good side.
Balthus, I'm not
Gotta
even
say,
convinced
the
you
compliments
have
been
a
pretty
good
one-sided
side.
Up till now. You're tough, skilled, determined, a stellar gambler and drinker, straightforward and humble too. You're so perfect, I don't know what to do with myself.
That's your business. Anyhow, there's not much for me to praise in return.
Ooh,
You
ouch.
can't gamble or drink to save your life. You're more pig-headed than determined. And it's impossible to tell fact from fiction where you're concerned.
Whoa.
But at least I can count on you on the battlefield. You're a skilled fighter.
Oh, that's it? Skilled? That's harsh.
Would you rather I lie?
Nah, I wouldn't expect that from you anyway. I guess it's true what they say. A person's strengths only matter in the eye of the beholder.
Look at that.
I will say
I'll
this
have
for
to add
Shamir.
occasionally says
She...
semi-intelligent things to my evaluation.
Oh my god.
Can't
Okay,
just jump
that
over
part
and
is
say
actually
smart.
rude, Shamir.
If only it were true.
Look, there's
come
being
on.
honest, and then there's
Just back to the
being
drawing
rude
board.
and hurtful.
Just you wait.
Shamir, you're starting to cross that line, and I don't like that.
I'm sure you can do anything you put your mind to.
Please be nice to Balthus. He's one of the
I won't hold my
strongest
breath.
members of our army.
You never ease up, do you? Always gotta get in that parting shot.
Yikes. Alright, and that leaves one conversation left between Yuri and Balthus, and this is their B rank support. Let's see how these two are getting on.
Oh, I've really done it this time.
Balthus, what have you done?
Well, if it isn't Balthus. What's wrong? That was a legendary sigh.
Yuri, pal, hear me out for a sec, will ya? There were these mercs, and I may have made a bet with them.
You have a serious
You
problem.
lost, I get it. But we've got bigger issues to discuss.
Must be a pretty big deal if it's more important than me losing my dinner to those mercs.
It's come to my attention that one of my business associates is looking for a certain giant broke fool.
Uh-oh.
What? That's it? I'll just break him in half, and then we can move on with our lives. Not a problem.
I figured you'd say that, which is exactly why I came to tell you not to. You see, this particular associate hires out quite a few of my people. I can't have a bruiser like you turning them into corpses.
Ah, I see.
Can't I just rough him up enough to get him off my back? A few broken bones never killed anyone.
Balthus? No.
You know there's no way I'd let you get away with that.
Ooh.
I'd use every last one of my contacts to make sure you never win another bet for the rest of your life.
Whoa.
Cut a guy a break, would ya? I wouldn't put it past you to actually follow through.
That's a heck of a threat.
I take it we've reached an understanding then. I suggest you lay low until things blow over. Clear? Even after all this time, her ability to enrage people still manages to astound me.
Hey, it's not as bad as it used
You
to
know,
be. The price on my head's never been lower.
I think we're very lucky to have Yuri on our
The
side.
price for my skills has only gone up. I've been making money hand over fist as a mercenary. But the stakes keep getting higher and higher, so my pockets remain as empty as ever.
I can't
Balthus,
help but sigh in
you
disappointment listening to you talk. You're seriously lucky I'm not happy.
you need help,
Neck deep in
Balthus.
monsters.
You need to seriously reach out
Alright,
and
I hear
find
ya.
someone
But enough
to
about
help
me.
you.
What have you been getting up
Your
to since you
gambling
left the
problem
mess?
is dangerous.
Oh, I just went back to my old gang. They were my home before the Officers Academy, after all. But I still had to take on some mercenary work to keep my people fed and things running smoothly. It's been a rough couple of years, and thanks to that, my once stunning physique has been spoiled by all this muscle.
I think you look great.
Really? You still look pretty scrawny to me. Your skill with the blades improved, though, that's for sure.
Didn't I make Yuri a dancer?
Well, when you're forced to fight, you either improve or you die. Still, I've got nothing on you. You practically live for a good brawl, after all.
These fists have never let me down. No matter the enemy, I'm always the one who walks away. Say, Yuri, I just had a brilliant idea.
Balthus?
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking. But sure, let's hear it.
No.
If this associate of yours doesn't catch me, you and your underlings are gonna have to take responsibility, right?
Most likely. I knew what I was getting into when I told you to back down. I've made my peace.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah? Well, I'm not about to leave my buddy Yuri holding the bag while I sit on my hands.
Balthus?
So, to make things fair, let's have ourselves a little wager
No!
to decide which of us is gonna take the fall.
Oh my god, someone
That
needs
way,
to
if you lose
hit
fair
you in
and
the
square,
face
they'll
every
give you
time
an
you
L,
try to make
yeah?
a bet.
You'll have no other choice but to take your goons back from that client, and they won't get pummeled by yours truly. Problem solved.
Hypothetically, if I were to take this bet, what happens if you lose?
I'll do what I always do. Take my shirt off, jump out in front of them, and run away as they look on in awe.
This is what I get
Oh
for
my
trying to
god.
help. You love taking off your clothes almost as much as you do gambling. No wonder your pockets are always empty.
Balthus, you strange, strange man. Well, that is all the supports I have for today. Next time, it will be a paralogue and the chapter mission, and I will see you all on the next one.